Hello. Hello, hello. Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome to another Lazy Gang stream.
I'm not gonna lie, I hated that countdown. That
It
was
was
so anticlimactic.
it
No
was so
music.
silent.
It did not mute us, by the way. I had to mute myself.
Mhm.
It was
Yeah.
just I had a moment of like, excuse me?
We are not well without our Lazy Gang intro, but um we're working with what StreamYard gives us.
Just fuck all.
Yeah, we're working with crumbs. Um But nevertheless, we are so happy to be here for another cozy writerly chat. It's been about a month, I'm assuming, since we were here last.
So I think we've been doing them regularly, semi-regularly.
Yeah, in opposition to our brand, we have been pretty consistent.
Crazy.
How have you been since we last streamed?
Good. I think since we last streamed, I've managed to finish my Act 3 outline. So
Ooh.
I am looking forward to jump into writing that at some point. And I think last time we streamed, I was writing my newsletter, and it might have to be the same this time again because we've been doing it towards the end of the month, which is when I'm writing my newsletter. So this is the time when I sit down to do it.
These might just be your newsletter sprints.
Yeah, exactly.
That
How
is
about
so fair.
you?
I'm good. I'm good. The writing has been slow. I've been in my work busy season, so I honestly have not written in about 10 days, except for last night on Natalie's stream. I finally got my project open again. So that's good. I'm back into it. But for
Nice.
a while there, we were RIP.
Yeah, the slumps be slumping.
Yeah, I'm probably going to be unwell until mid-November when this season of life is over. But we're just going to hang on until then and get done what we get done, and then we will reassess.
So shall I assume no Nano for you, even though it's been rebranded under Nano 2 or whatever other platforms are doing it? Because everyone
Uh,
is trying to pick up the crumbs.
yeah, basically, let's just say the last time I won NaNoWriMo, I was not in charge of this conference. And then once this conference really became my responsibility, she's not won Nano ever since.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, my aspirational goal is to finish my draft of Hare's book by the end of the year. So I would really love if December Anna turned on the gas. And we're just gonna do as much as we can for December Anna, and then she can do with that what she will.
Just a future message for December Anna. May she remember that past Anna already did finish a draft this year, which is already a huge accomplishment. And it's okay to slow down after you have a really hard
No,
time.
it's okay.
Just a future message for if you're in a position where you're thinking, holy shit, I just want to do nothing because now I'm resting because the
Mhm.
last couple of months were hell.
Yeah, it's so fair. It's so fair. I would do very well to remember that.
Okay.
The draft is just over 30K right now.
Good job.
So regardless of if we get all the way to 80 or 90 or wherever it's gonna end up, I think we can do some good damage in 2020.
Where are you at in the you're in the middle of Act 2 or something, no? I think.
Yeah, kind of in the early parts of Act 2A. But I'm excited because I feel like I'm about to have the turn in the book where I feel like everything just becomes very breakneck after and it
Yeah.
starts going whoosh. At least I hope so.
Exciting.
Yeah. How are you feeling about your Act 3?
I'm very happy with my detailed outline because it gave me some surprises. Like there were some characters who turned around and did another thing that I had not planned for. So, and this is all
Uh,
in bullet point format. So who knows
yeah.
what they'll do when I actually write full sentences. But I'm excited to write it, and I feel like I have good hope to finish this draft, but before the end of the year.
Yeah.
I'm not going to push it and say I'll finish it in November because even if I start now and it's not yet November, it would still be I think I've been in a bit of a slump for the last few weeks. Like, we all know I picked up a paint by numbers kit, so
Gorgeous.
beautiful, right? My
Yeah, it's
husband
giving
wants it
lemon
for his
timer.
room after I'm done. But there's like some areas where you can still see the numbers under like the
Mm,
paint. Do you see
mhm.
that? So I want to go over it before I give it to him. But yeah, I clearly that's when you're not well, is when you start picking up these kinds of
Literally, yesterday, I was like, "I think I need to paint by numbers,"
yeah,
because, like,
yeah,
when I'm done working for the day, I truly am a zombie, and that
yes.
might be the only thing I could do is just sit there.
'Cause last time I had a proper burnout, I would say, I started doing a puzzle. And I did finish it, but, I did a
Yeah.
puzzle. And it's clearly those kind of hobbies where you're like, I cannot create anything out of my brain, but I
Mm.
need to do something manual that has the satisfaction
Yeah.
of I've done something creative. And I've been listening at the same time to the audiobook, super wholesome title. Let me find it on my Spotify. How to Make Your Brain Your Best Friend, a Neuroscientist Guide to Healthier, Happier Life. So
Oh, let's
it's
hear it.
literally it's like, candle, like doing the paint by numbers, listening to this audiobook about how to make your brain work better for you.
I love that. I love that. Do you
Very
have any,
wholesome.
like, good takeaways so far from the book?
It's really good in the sense of she's a proper neurologist, and so she gives you a lot of science to back it up. But I don't think there's anything super new if you're looking for that kind of stuff. Like, it's very much like, yes, sleep is good for you, but here's some research that backs it up and why and blah blah blah.
Mm,
Yes, scrolling down aimlessly on TikTok is probably bad for you, including the fact I think she mentions like if you end up on these TikToks that have like people arguing or fighting and you're
oh
watching
my
it,
god.
your brain starts ingesting that and you become belligerent yourself. So
Yeah.
like all these kinds of things, it's sort of common sense. It's all things we know or we've heard of in some form, but she gives you the science behind it. So I think it's interesting. So yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. I read 4,000 Weeks a couple of weeks ago. It was another
Ooh.
like nonfiction, and it was like the same sort of thing where it's like stuff
Yeah.
that we know about accepting our limited time
Yeah.
and time management and like needing to release things because we simply can't do everything, but
Yeah.
nevertheless, good reminders.
I feel like these are okay to, I don't know, like these kind of activities like that we're doing are okay when we're in a slump, and it's just good to recognize it and to not
Yeah.
force yourself to do stuff that is just gonna make
Yeah.
you burn out some more.
Yeah.
So,
So true to recognize the signs. When I
I'm
pick up a
hoping
paint
I'm
by
on my way
numbers.
back from the slump. I think I'm on the uphill now. Um,
Good.
so all I can hope is that you'll be on your way up soon.
Yeah, November 11th, I'll
Okay.
be asleep for 24 hours, and then we'll be back.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's, say hello to our friends.
Yeah.
Stieg is sat. Hello, Susan, Lazies and
Oh,
Gentle Soul.
also, congratulations, Susan, on getting a short
Yeah,
story pick for an anthology.
congrats. That's so exciting. And
Very
good
cool.
for good on you for putting yourself out there and going for it.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Adam is sat. It's me. It's a me, Mario. Yeah, the lack of music really was quite sad.
Yeah.
The
I hated it.
final countdown. That's exactly it. It's very ominous. Not now, sweetie. Mommy's watching his favorite show. Good morning, dreaming truth. Could you get around the intro thing by posting it as a private YouTube video and then playing it? I probably could.
It requires too much effort for the lazy gang.
It is a lot of clicking. But, I will remember this.
Can
Hi,
I
Nina.
test the sound, sorry, by saying something? Okay. Because for I think it's back to normal. But for a second, I thought I heard myself echoing, and I was like, "Oh, fuck. What do I need to do to change that?"
Sound good to me.
Okay.
Gives me a chance to catch up to you. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm just giving you a chance because
Well,
we need to be together in all phases and all stages. I can't write without you.
And Stieg is at his own solo retreat right now, so he has
I
got
know.
quite a bit of work to catch up, I think.
I am having so much jealousy over your time off, Stieg. I want to be on a retreat so badly. Just got done studying for the day. Perfect timing for some writing productivity. How did we even get to this year's nano with brain cells? I
You
certainly
got
didn't.
brain cells? Please share.
Yeah, I'm never claiming to have brain cells. That was May, literally months ago. Yeah, and I did half of the draft in 2024, so
But
I'm unsatisfied.
okay, but like everything is made up by people, including the year and when it starts. Like you could be like, okay, that was my September to September year, or if we're gonna be more like an academic year, or you can do like there's so many different ways to count a year.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to restart at New Year's.
Yeah. It's so funny because when I think back on it, like my last 3 or 4 drafts, like including Hera and Gemstone, think I started them in summer and finished in spring. And I'm
Yeah.
like, and I started this draft in summer and I was like, I do not want to take all the way to spring, but like knowing me, I always end up wanting to finish in January and I end up finishing in like April.
It'd be interesting to see whether it's because of the same reasons. Like, for instance, is it every time you've got that time of the year when you're doing that conference, and
It
it's
is,
just
it totally is.
and you almost have to do like yourself a favor and like in advance be like, okay, these month I won't be working on it. These month I will be. That's when you couldn't probably plan it by just looking at in the
Yeah.
past what you've done.
Yeah, it's so true. Like, when am I gonna learn my lesson? I think I feel like this busy season is like, you know how people say you forget the trauma of birth? It's
Mm,
like when the thing is over, I'm like, "Oh, that was really rough," and then I just kind of like black it out. And then I get here and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I cannot do anything."
yeah.
I'm keeping my head above water. I'm trying to just eat 3 meals a day.
If you need me to
Yeah.
put you on some merge games, I've got a
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
my own
literally
slump.
I'm really able to do is just read books because it requires nothing from me.
That's
Um,
impressive in itself because I could not. I think I could at the beginning, and I did not realize I was in a slump because I went on holiday straight after my really busy like time with work,
yeah,
and
yeah,
I went for a week off to Rhodes, and I feel like my brain was probably starting to be like, okay, now you need to recover from this, and I did not realize it because all I did was reread. I think I read 8 of them, the True Blood books, while I
I
was on
love them.
holiday, and then I came back here and I started rereading all of the Vampire, Academy books,
Whoa.
6 of them, and
Oh
then
my god. You basically
and
did
then
my annual reading goal in, like, 2 months, sounds like.
and then I was just like, "Okay, I don't know what to do now because I don't wanna read real books as in non-rereads, like, easy beachy
Yeah.
reads," and so I've just been doing nothing since then. I've been watching dumb vertical dramas, like, real
Oh,
shorts type of
no.
thing.
Oh,
Terrible,
no.
love them. It's so bad. I fucking love it. And doing the merge games. So I did not realize it was a slump until I was well into it and I wasn't reading anymore and I was just
Yeah,
doing less than reading.
yeah, and then suddenly you're doing a paint by numbers, and you're like, "Oh, I'm in the bad times.
What? When did
I'm
that
in the bad
happen?
times."
Yeah.
Adam said, "I look forward to December and his vibes because she gets to cozy inside the house with a cup of tea while Georgia takes a break from being Georgia." Yeah, thankfully the weather has finally cooled. I mean, I'm in my sweater. That's the positive side.
Yeah.
I do
Cozy down.
definitely prefer winter here for sure. Hi, Wendy. Lost us at TikTok. I know I'm in a slump because I've been deep in the guilty pleasure terrible KU books. I think
Mm,
this is just refilling the well personally.
yeah.
Thanks, they even pay in real money instead of contributor copies. Excellent.
Amazing.
A paid publication we love to see.
So good.
So good. I also really wanna be on a retreat,
Dream.
and thank you, Susan. I appreciate this reminder. Alrighty, friends. So, as per usual, we have come with a topic prepared, and I'm really excited about this one. I think this is going to be fun.
Yeah.
We are going to talk about what I'm calling future story drawer. So, if we leaned over and like yanked open the bottom drawer of the desk, I want to talk about all the stuff that's waiting in the wings. Like, obviously, we are balancing our books with day jobs and life, as we've just talked about. So, it takes us a long time to get around to these things. But we have books we want to write someday. And I think it would be fun to talk about these ideas that are just patiently waiting on the shelf.
As long as we don't cheat and go delve into that drawer while we're working on our current project.
It's been known to happen.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna pop up our first question. So fun. We're gonna talk. Ooh, this one. We're gonna talk about this after our first sprint. We are gonna write. So what we will chitty chat about, what are some projects waiting in the wings that you want to write someday? And do you want to share some mood boards, Malin? Maybe.
I do have a couple, perhaps.
Yeah.
Although there's some mood boards that I've already shown on the Discord, so they're not new. But
I
yes,
want to see them over and over again.
in
Stun
a
me
while.
with their beauty.
In a while.
Yeah, I just want to dive super deep into fun playground. And
Yes.
yeah. So, that's what we're going to talk about. Yes, I'm very excited. Susan has a Scrivener file called The Vault. That is a list of ideas waiting to be used.
Problem is, I have a friend who used to have a locked folder called the Vault on her phone, which was all the dick pics she got from men. So
Everybody
that's
has
where
a
my mind
vault.
goes
What
when
you
you say
keep in
vault.
it is your business.
It's like it stayed locked.
All right, let me pull up a timer because I did not do that in advance. How long do you want to sprint for?
How about 35?
Yeah, that sounds good. Should we do a lemon in honor of your paint by numbers?
Oh yay! Didn't even think about that. That's a good idea.
All right, let me just pull this back.
And what are you gonna do during the first sprint?
I am going to be writing my chapter 9. I finished chapter 8 last night, so here comes
Exciting.
chapter 9.
I think I will continue to edit a little bit my video because I'm really late in posting vlogs about rules of survival. So I
I
think I'll do that first, and maybe newsletter will be tonight's project.
Mhm. I've been patiently awaiting, so that's
I'm
exciting.
sorry, I'm so late.
No worries. I will love it whenever it arrives. All right, friends, here's a 35-minute sprint. Let's get writing and or making some mood boards. Whatever you wish. Have fun. All right, friends. That's the end of our sprint.
Yay! I didn't hear anything. I was just like so focused on editing.
I didn't hear the lemon either. So I think,
Oh,
did I have
is
it
it?
muted? I did. That was my bad.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say like maybe the sound was low or something. It's possible.
I will correct that next time and get those Tweety birds. Don't worry.
At least I didn't get scared by you saying, all right.
Yes, I tried to be very gentle.
I made myself a coffee, and it's Nespresso has these seasonal coffee pods. And this
Oh.
one is pumpkin spice cake. So I
Mm.
feel like I'm eating a cookie when I'm drinking this coffee.
Oh my gosh, I'm really jealous. I just have plain iced coffee that I honestly brewed yesterday.
It's just like it's my favorite thing is just those that one time in the season when they get out all of these ones because I have caramello, pumpkin spice cake, and maple pecan.
Oh,
And, ah, so good, so good.
delicious. I did well. That was definitely a thinking sprint for me because I'm starting this new chapter. And to be honest, the scene in the last draft, I've never really liked very much.
Okay,
And I've always been like, this is not gonna stay. Like, I
I'm
gotta
so
figure
curious
something
which
else
scene
out.
it is because obviously now I know. So
It is the one where Hera takes a journal out on the balcony and reads it.
yes.
And I'm just like, too passive. Um,
Mm,
so I basically rewrote that last night into something else that was a conversation instead.
okay.
And so I was just going through the old version and making sure that there wasn't anything else still in there that I needed to find a place for because I've
Yeah,
just basically deleted it essentially.
yeah,
So yeah, I do have a little document that's like bits to put somewhere else that just have
yeah.
like little descriptions or
That's useful.
thoughts. So yeah, it was kind of just a thinking sprint and then thinking about my next scene. So yeah, just a bit of logistics.
That's got to be done. And if anything, draft two is often as much thinking work as it is drafting work. So
Totally. Yeah, I feel like for
it's
every
more, it
scene
becomes
that I write,
more about the time you spend on your document than it is about the word count when it's the drafts after draft one.
yeah, it feels like for every scene I take an hour to like think about it and then an hour to rewrite it.
That's good. You're consistent. I feel like that's healthy.
Yeah, yeah. So hopefully the next one I'll be able to just write.
Nice.
But back to our topic of the day. Would you like to answer this question about your future projects?
You do know about everything that goes into my brain, I think, most of the time. But
Yes.
so I'll just talk about two, which I believe you know which ones they are. Waiting in the wings and itching to write it for sure is Project Snowstorm for me. Because like I had started a little bit of an outline. I've done a lot of research for the world building. And I just did not feel ready to write it immediately because I felt like I needed to do more world building research before I got into it when it was time to decide a new project to write in.
Yeah.
And so Project Alien won because it was sort of like, I can just dive into it. This is going to be fun. This is
Yeah.
not super researched.
Not demanding.
Yeah, and I think it's just because I've never written a more epic fantasy vibe. It's not really an epic fantasy, it's just a high fantasy, as in like not in a world, but I do want it to be inspired by Versailles sort of vibes. So like very French post-revolution, pre-revolution, around the revolution.
Yeah.
Around Marie Antoinette times, perhaps a little bit after,
Cool.
perhaps after they've done with her head, or perhaps before. I can't really decide. It's more. It doesn't really have to do anything with the French Revolution itself. It's more to do with the costuming. It's kind of like the vibes that I
Yeah.
want. The
That is
well,
literally how I picked the Project Gemstone timeline. I was like, but what era of fashion do I like the
it's
best?
the most important thing.
Yeah. Yeah. 1890s, not 1880s, 1890s.
I love it. So I do have mood boards that I was working
Beautiful.
on. I'll just share I think, my screen, because then I can just pop them up.
Cool.
Share
I'm so
screen.
excited.
You know when you're like about to share your screen, it's just making sure you're not sharing anything dumb.
Yes, please do that.
What am I sharing? I'm sharing the wrong screen. I'm sharing the wrong screen. Oh, wait. Because I've got two. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's all right.
Entire screen. But I did click on the right one. I don't understand. Oh, there we go. Okay, now it worked. I was like, I'm so sure I clicked on the correct one. It showed me the thumbnail and everything. Stupid StreamYard. Maybe if I keep insulting them, they'll keep making problems for me.
That's great. That'll definitely work.
This was originally Project Snowstorm's general mood board vibes.
Ooh.
Very wintry. The idea being that there are monsters as well.
Oh,
So
that one in the lower right is so spooky.
that's kind of the vibe. That's the vibe.
This is giving HBO, I'm not gonna lie.
I can, what, you can just visualize things. That's why I think we're both quite visual when it comes to inspiration as well. And I sometimes find that mood boarding is helpful for writing because you have the vibes. I had some mood boards for my main characters. So this is for Renee, which is my main female character. She's a badass. She's a widow. She survived a horrible first marriage. She's ready for her second, which is an arranged marriage with with none other than Valois.
Oh my gosh, give me this freaking book right now.
Who is the prime monster hunter of the land, I want to say. But it's a world where the nobles are the only ones who can craft those sort of magical weapons that can kill those monsters. So hence why there's a little bit of weaponry happening here. And finally, this was just sort of the world vibes. I wanted like a little bit of the palace, vibes and all that, the court and
yes,
etc. So that was the mood board for Project Snowstorm. Now,
God.
because you talked about mood boards, and I did say I had two projects in the wings, like I don't know what the exact expression is. I had been starting writing just on the side, just every now and then, just a little bit. My witchy project, which I currently call CSCUW, which is so like NCIS coded, because that's nothing to do with Project Snowstorm, which is like fantasy in a different world. This project, which I need to find a better name for, is with a crime scene cleanup witch.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yep.
Hence the initials, who gets hired by a vampire gang to help with a crime that they did not commit, but want to help clean up because they know they'll be accused, essentially. So that's just the general startup point. But I did quickly make a little mood board right before this call. So
love it.
These are the vibes. It's a lot more urban fantasy.
Yeah, I like that this one is giving like comic book, like graphic novel.
I don't know why that's how I visualize a lot of it. And when I started seeing these on Pinterest, I was like, yeah, these are it. That's it. That's all the vibes.
Yep.
So yeah, this is the idea. That's it. That's my mood boards.
I feel like this is so like this is so trendy right now. I feel like TradPub would love this idea.
I would love that, but I'm never on time for anything that TradPub would want. So I just every time have to wait for the next cycle where they're like, yes, we're back into vampires. It's been 20 years.
Totally. Yeah.
So yeah.
Excellent. I am particularly so excited for Project Snowstorm because she feels right up my alley.
You know what? I go on walks all the time these days because, like we've just been discussing, tough work weeks and all that. And I've been trying to clear my mind by going on a walk after work. It's not going to be possible anymore because we've just turned back time, changed the clocks.
Yeah,
it's dark earlier now. But when I was doing it, I'm listening to some music, and some of the music I'm listening to is giving me the wedding scene from Project Snowstorm. Like I've got in my mind ideas about, like, I'm just like, yeah, that exact like music is playing as she's entering, and there's the whole ritual thing where I think like she comes from a slightly different culture than him, and in her culture when she gets married, she enters covered in armor and draperies and everything. And bit by bit,
Yes.
the women in her family, bit by bit, take a glove off, a cape off, an armory bit off, etc., until she's in her wedding dress, vulnerable in front of him. I thought,
Melon.
I've got this, it's giving me chills when I picture it. And because he's like obviously pining after her from the very, very beginning, and she doesn't know it, of
Duh,
course.
duh.
He like elbows like his aide, and he's just like, take my fucking cape off. Take it off now, because you want to fit in with our culture.
Yes, this is
That's the vibe.
so steamy in such a great creative way.
She's also ready to fight because she's had a horrible first marriage. So actually, she shows that she still has a little bit of weapon on her, like maybe a little sword, like attached to the thigh vibes or something like that.
I'm this book's number one fan. I'm telling you.
It hasn't been written. I haven't
I
written
don't care. I want it.
it.
Oh, so fun. All right. I do have a few little fun mood boards that I used as a procrastination tool this week.
We're all for it. We're not going to blame you for it.
None of these are a surprise. However, it'll be fun. I've definitely talked about all of these at one point or another.
Show us, show us.
Here we are.
Yes.
So this is my white whale.
What do you mean?
It's like, Moby Dick is obsessed with his whale, and this is the project that I'm always thinking about, that haunts me, that I have tried to write a couple of times in a couple of different ways, and know that I'm not the writer I want to be yet for this project, but I still think about it constantly and how I'm gonna eventually do this justice.
Yeah.
So this was The Sound of the Wind, which was what I started my channel writing, my elemental fantasy, before I admitted that elemental magic was really boring to me. And the more that I learn about crafting really complex characters, the more I get excited about coming back to this.
Oh, I love that.
I want to
Because you're
totally.
becoming a better writer, and you can
Yes.
bring this to life at some
Yeah.
point.
I knew I couldn't do it justice then, and I feel myself creeping closer now. um, I'm choking on my own spit. I want to totally scrap it, make it multi-POV,
Yes.
change the magic system to something darker to match the tone of the book. Necromancy ?
Okay.
I want it to be really frightening. It's a court fantasy, and I realized one of the problems in my last versions were the fact that the first act took place in the court in the main city and then left and went somewhere else, and it became like a road trip story. And what I really was trying to write was a political court fantasy that's everybody in tight quarters playing against each other for power, classic.
I love that.
I always wanted the villain in this book to be super reprehensible and bad and frightening. I had some twin hijinks. And of course, I love me a little spy undercover, working both sides kind of thing.
Yes.
And,
Yes.
and maybe we fall in love by accident.
By accident, planned fully by the writer, but yes.
Yeah. So I'm really excited by the idea, because originally it was just my main character POV, and I really want to give all 4 of these characters their own POV and
Proper
make
big
them,
multi-POV adventure vibes.
yeah, have them all be really flawed, have their own ambitions that clash with each other, and really I want to spend a ton of time on character work before I even think about a plot, and just see what plot kind of naturally gets born out of their interpersonal conflicts. So, and this is definitely a multi-book series. So that's multiple books right there.
I understand why you're like, oh, when am I ready for this? Because that's a big endeavor. That's multi POV, multi books. You gotta be
Yeah,
ready.
yeah. It's my white whale.
But it's very exciting.
Thank you. Yes, I grin at thee, thou grinning whale. Thank you, Amber. I know, I know. And
Love.
Malin read the first act of
Yes.
my last version of this, and then I was like, I actually don't have good characters. Let me think about this. um,
I remember enjoying the vibes, and I feel like that's something that is still sort of present in this mood board is also sort of like the locations and everything look
yeah.
like something you're still gonna stick to, which I love. Um, but I also
Mhm.
remember you were telling me um, you felt at the time like you still had a bit of white room syndrome,
Oh yeah. Mhm.
and I feel like you've definitely grown as a writer in terms of that. So for sure,
Oh,
like that's one
thanks.
thing you can tackle. There's so many things now that I know you could tackle that is just so
Yeah,
exciting because that's a huge project, but when you know you can take it on, it's
yeah.
just so fun.
I've learned a lot about what uh, prep work I want to do for drafts.
Yeah,
And I used to like constantly just take the Truman Show approach of like pantsing my way through something and just writing the scaffolding around the scene and not
yeah,
knowing very much about what's outside of what I'm actually putting on the page. And I think I've learned that it's worth it for me personally to do some thinking. Um,
yeah.
it just makes it so much
And even then,
easier.
I still feel to this day that every project is okay to have a different approach, and that
Yes,
doesn't always have
totally,
to remain the
totally.
same.
Kay said, I feel the same way about Project Eclipse. We're in the boat paddling towards being better for our books. Oh, I love that.
Love that.
That reminded me of the other fantasy in my vault. Forgot about it, but also never forget about it. Yep, exactly. It's modern day, but with all the usual fantasy races. The female main character is a human who gets pulled into an organization that hunts dangerous magical objects. Love interest is a dragon shifter.
Love it. Give it to me.
Love this. Love this. All right, I have three more. So let me how do I Canva, please? Canva, please. Okay, Harris book 2. I do visualize Hare's book being a duology and the book 2 being the next reincarnation 200 years in the future.
Oh, I love that.
So they're different characters, but
But it's essentially the same souls.
yeah,
Oh, that's perfect. That's
yeah,
so good.
yeah. Basically, in Hare's book, the first one I'm writing now, there are rival countries. That's a plot point, and I figured in 200 years, what would that look like? And I thought
Yeah.
they probably would have made an alliance, merged together, based on the events of the first book, and they're now operating like as partner countries, or maybe I don't know. I haven't really figured it out yet, but in either way, they're
Excuse me, I just read the "This isn't my idea" from the Swan Princess movie. Yes,
you know what I'm talking about?
I love that movie.
Yeah, I'm so glad you got my very niche reference because this
For some reason, half of the fucking planet has never heard of this animated movie,
I'm
and
about
it's
to
like
screen share it.
it's got the best, like, sort of enemies-ish, as in they're teenagers, to lovers. Like, it's
Yeah.
just got the best.
And it tells it in a tight 2 minutes. It's the best animated song I've ever seen in an
Ah,
animated movie,
it's so
kids
good.
movie. It's so good. The vibes are immaculate. That is the vibe of this book.
Love it.
So, it's the same setup where they're reincarnated partners, they're, fated mates, but I have to change up the dynamic so it's, "Ew, I hate you. I don't get you.
Yeah,
We're forced to work together, but I don't like you."
I love it.
And also, like, I'm I'm getting a little tired of writing these really I don't know, like, hyper masculine love interests, I guess I should say.
Yeah.
And, I'm guilty of writing these, like, warrior, I don't know,
Look,
like,
if you know what you love, you
a
know what you love.
roguish person.
No
Yeah.
one can blame you for it. especially
And
not me because I love reading it. So
yeah. And I'm like, "How can I do something different?" I wanna write someone who is, like, really artsy and bookish and introspective
mm.
and, sensitive
As long
and
as he doesn't come off as a performative feminist asshole type of guy, then we're good.
no, no, no. I think I'm
You know,
really
like, just
excited to
has a book under his arm, and it's like Virginia Woolf or something, and
No, no. I think it'd be really fun to write a totally different kind of guy and do that justice.
yeah.
Um, and just, yeah, play around with a different archetype. And, if we have a little, like, paint me like one of your French girls moments,
Yes.
I don't know, maybe that'd be fun.
That could be very fun.
Yes. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. United States of Era.
Love it.
Yeah. I do remember that one, the mood shift. I can do much better than I am sure. He's so immature. I see him smiling and my knees start buckling. Yes, that's exactly it. Just the sudden shift to like, "Oh my god, shoot, I like this person."
It's also the shift that wait a minute. It's the Sabrina song. When did you get hot all of a sudden? It's the
Add that
Sabrina
to my playlist.
song. That's literally what happens in that song because it's
Oh
like
my god, you're so right.
going from pimply teenagers to wait a minute.
Wait a damn second. Yeah, because the idea I'm totally just gonna rip off the song is that they did grow up seeing each other a lot, and
Yes.
so, yeah, it's gonna be so fun. So, yeah,
And
okay.
also, this gives you opportunity for so many fun Easter eggs about the previous couple and just like
Yeah, yeah.
little remnants of that.
We
Oh,
can definitely find a way to make them have little cameos in, like,
could you
paintings and statues and things.
not to throw you like a random idea in there, but could you have the souls be swapped? And it's why he's the artsy kind is because he's got the female soul and she's got the
That doesn't sound reductive at all, Malin.
it's basically Pride and Prejudice, where like someone analyzed Pride and Prejudice by saying it is the high school romance, except she's the guy. She's the cool, I don't give a fuck about you. Everyone thinks I'm the coolest. I'm the jock of high school. And
Yeah.
he's like all nervous and like, please like me. I'm the nerd who, you know?
I'm that's kind of what I'm picturing, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
She has to come to understand him and take time, you know?
I kind of love that reversal because it's just you don't always have it like that reversal of roles.
Yeah, I think it'd be really fun and different from what I've written before. So yeah, I'll go quickly through the next 2. Um, this is a big,
Oh.
big someday, but I have always wanted to write a super spy romance.
Oh my god.
Um,
Bodyguard romance.
yes, this was actually one of the first books I tried to write in high school. And I was obsessed with Chuck. Like spies was a huge media trope when we were growing up.
Mm,
Um, I got all the like spy kits from the Scholastic Book Fair. Um,
totally spies.
Totally Spies, yeah.
Yes.
And so I would want to write this in the vibes of the campy early 2000s spy trope, where it's
Please
all about
oh, but
international travel and glitzy parties and
would
undercover
you
identity.
please tell me you would make it, you know, historical-ish and have it actually happen in the early noughties and have like everyone's using a BlackBerry and
Oh my gosh. I think that'd be really fun, especially because I think part of the campy spy vibe is almost like the magic of the tech that can do anything.
yes. Yes.
Like, just problem solving with magic tech, basically, like, I love this.
I love it.
But yeah, definitely would be a bodyguard romance a la Chuck, where a normal person gets caught up in some bad situation where they have to be, like, assigned a spy, or maybe 2 or 3, and, chaos ensues.
Oh, okay, that's exciting. I would love
Yeah,
to read that.
yeah. Also, the scene I have walking into the enemy's arms a la Bella Swan, that has always stuck in my head, and I think that belongs in this book. I think I wrote that into my high school version without realizing,
You.
where she just has to make a decision to go put herself in the dangerous situation, and then the spy is racing to get to her.
Love it.
So yes, Mr. and Mrs. Super Spy. Yeah, really fun. This again, I have absolutely no plot, no characters for this. This is just on
Just
my wish
vibe.
list.
And I'm okay with the vibes.
Yeah, Agent Cody Banks, yeah, that's another one. I don't know, it in my past version, it was, she was, like, just best friends with the other ones, but
Okay.
I'm leaving the door open. I don't know.
Leave the door open.
We'll see. So that's that one, and then finally, I've talked about this one, uh, a little bit briefly, is my college romance, which I've also called, Project Time Travel Romance, because we're going back to the 2010s.
To the 2010s, it's not that long ago.
I know, but speaking of, like, the old tech nostalgia, this is a
Yeah.
big part of this, project to me, is I wanted to take, like, a totally different approach because I've always written second world books, and
Yeah.
I was like, "What would it be like if I actually set this book on my actual college campus in 2014?" And, like, what would that be like to actually describe it exactly like a real place, and
The
have
most
everything mapped
terrible,
out?
terrible fashion choices.
Oh my god, and it would be so fun to write, like, she would have her tiny little iPod Touch, which is what I had.
Oh, yes.
We're going back to printing everything out in the library, like, all the old vibes, but yeah, basically the conceit of the book, it can be summed up in Taylor Swift's "I'm Gonna Get You Back," where she has the one that got away in college, but she never understood why, like, why did that he ghosted, why?
Mm.
And she gets to go back in time and try and fix the timeline and try and understand, what happened there, but maybe she shouldn't have been in love with him in the first place.
Ooh,
So
okay. It's got underlying little hints of Harris vibes a little bit, but instead of being a fantasy romance,
mhm.
it's a college romance, which I
Yeah, that's the thing with me
grounded
is, like,
in a world.
even when I write contemporary, I have to do a speculative twist somewhere.
I do love a speculative. I mean, I'll be fully honest, if you told me this is just a contemporary, I would read it because it's you, but you know it's not my genre. And I would be like, I I wanna read it because it's you, but that's it.
Yeah, that's totally fair, that's totally fair. I definitely need some sort of little sprinkle of something in there, and I've thought many different ways about what's the actual, like, fantastical mechanism of how she gets sent back in time. I think I'm landing on she falls into a pond and wakes up I don't know.
So sh I mean, that's gonna lead to speculation about, like, wait, did she die? Is she in a coma? And is this all a dream?
I don't know, it opens the door to a lot of questions. Yeah, a lot could happen in 10 years, and by the time I write this book, it could be 20 years, I don't
Oh
know.
my god, and then it'll be Gen Alpha is making fun of that time, and it's, retro vintage, and the fashion
Yeah.
comes back.
Yeah, this one is very much, just for me in service of my selfish nostalgia, probably does not have broad appeal, but like a 2007 Disney pink carpet event. Ooh, one of my favorite Taylor Swift songs. Mine too. Yeah, love the time travel. I love making things hard, and time travel is so freaking hard.
It's making me think of Happy Death Day, but without the murdering thing.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Katie, I'm stealing this. Like, she
Yes.
opens her old razor and it eats her or something. My time loop is triggered by massive amounts of alcohol and memories. Yeah, yeah.
Fair.
Not me about to spaghetti this story right now. I'm ready, coach. Put me in. I love that. Wish on a Star, birthday candle. Yeah, it's very freaky, kind of Freaky Friday-ish.
Or 13 going on 30.
Totally. Yeah. Do it like Enchanted, where an angry mother-in-law just pushes her through space.
Oh, presidential. I don't remember that.
Steal away as long as I can read the draft when it's done. You bet. I'll contact you in 7 to 10 business years. All right. I want to quickly go through the wonderful projects that everybody else shared with us.
Yes.
So let me do a big scrolly scroll. Okay, I think Adam was first, I hope. If every project waiting in the wings was a person, I'd have the population of a small town.
Yeah. Yeah.
um, I don't really have a lot of ideas, but the one that beckons to me is the Norse Vampire Project, the amalgamation of my space opera and Project Sunflower. And also the cowboy book sequel excites me. So which one I'll do first and second after the cowboy book? I don't know.
You could be like, I still want to do cowboy stuff and be like straight into the sequel. Or you could be like, I'm so done with cowboys now. Give me a break.
Yeah. Yeah, you might want to do something different. Sorry. My most tempting project is interwoven short stories. Sorry, I'm burping. Set in a sentient, creepy apartment building.
I love that.
Sentient building is so fun. There's so many things you could do with that.
And terrifying. I love it.
Like Smart House. For Nina, Project Jackalope. Okay, so we have a paranormal mystery, a time travel, a cozy fantasy, sad vibe / death for one of them, fantasy, theater kid fake dating.
That
Oh
is
my
so
god.
many, Nina. Love it.
That is so fun. I love that you also have a small town to choose from. And I get why it's hard to pick.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I'm just gonna skip around prioritize our answers here. Technically my F1 romances should be in my drawers, but they've been fully pulled out. I do have 2 standalones, shocker I know. One is a slow burn romance with coastal vibes,
Yes.
an inn, and 2 people falling in love after their previous loves fell in love with each other. Oh, I love this idea. I have a
Love that.
standalone paranormal Omegaverse book. Oh my gosh.
Yes. But also like, wait, so the one about 2 people falling in love after their previous loves fell in love with each other. Is it like as in a revenge plot and then they fall in love properly?
Oh,
Or is it
yeah.
like accidental? Like almost like I'm so fucking sad. I'm so fucking sad too. Oh my god, you're actually hot. They're lost.
I love it. And if it's the same, it's the coastal inn for this book. I love that idea.
Yes.
Or maybe I'll take the draft of my YA haunted house story and rewrite it as adult. Very fun.
I do love a haunted house.
For A1, I might as well say Project 1953, period political fantasy horror.
Yes. All of these words. Yes.
Do.
Should we all be writing political fantasies? Political court fantasies?
Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm so tempted
Oh
to
my
like
God.
completely once again like wrench my steering wheel. And whenever you start writing Project Snowstorm, I will start my court fantasy.
Oh my god.
So this book is intended to be the first in a series of interconnected standalones. The others are like half and half out of the drawer because I need to have them in mind a little. I have a mythology-based fantasy I would love to write someday, a witch book, LOL, and a couple of romances that don't fit in this series.
Which book? Which book?
A lot of great choices there. I hope I got everybody. I've written 3 versions. Oh yeah, that was about the time loop stories. Okay. I hope I got everybody. I'm sorry if I missed anybody.
We have a brand new answer. Yeah.
From Amber, I'm working on a middle grade series, but I really am yearning to get to a magical realism book. Just finished reading one, and the genre has been on my mind. At a library / bookstore, and I'm in. And it's
Yes.
adult.
Love that.
Very, very fun. Oh, another great idea. Maybe she's walking through the campus and turns a corner and she's in the past.
like a doorway that exists that someone left accidentally there.
I love it, I love it. I can't wait, I'll keep my old tech in case it eats me, yeah. Or oh gosh, this is such a great idea, Katie, because now I'm like, she digs out her old iPod
And
and
when
hits
she
play.
plugs it in, she gets
She
electrocuted
gets
and sent back
zapped.
to the past.
Oh, this is so great. And Anne joined us. Hi, Anne. It's definitely accidental. The original idea was different. Basically, one of the character owns the inn and trying to save it, and is like, "Hey, you're a chef. Can you stay here and help me?"
Oh my god.
The other character is like, "Yeah, why not? Love this cozy inn from when I was a kid," and they exchange letters and blah. This sounds so soft and sweet.
Yes.
I also have an idea for a contemporary thriller that's Desperate Housewives slash Murder on the Orient Express.
Yes. Everyone's got such great ideas.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Yeah. Oh my God. You guys are giving me the best ideas. Oh my gosh. I love this idea. Like she finds her old phone. Oh, oh, ring, ring. The past is calling.
Oh my god, please tell me she has a really cringe leave a message thing because we all used to do those.
Oh my God. Yeah. Do you remember too? Like we used to have songs ripped from the internet illegally to be our ringtones.
Yes.
I miss that.
I don't want to hear ringtone ever again in my entire life. It's not even on vibrate anymore. I'm on D&D forever. I'm on do not
Oh
disturb.
my
No one can
God.
reach me unless I look at it.
I had a special song and a special text tone for Luke on my old phone.
I have nothing for no one. I'm just like, look, if I'm awake, I'll see it. If I'm not, I won't.
Fair enough. All right, let's do a second sprint and maybe we'll do a quick little question when we get back. We won't spend as much time because the mood boards demanded some in-depth
I
discussion.
mean, it was very good to go through the mood boards. It was very fun.
So I think we should talk about, keeping in mind how long realistically it will actually take us to get around to these books. How do we be patient? How do we hold on to these ideas and let them maybe
Not
work
disappear.
in the background? How do you hold on to your story
Yeah.
ideas? So, yeah, we will chat about that when we get back. Um, what length of time would you like to do?
Happy with anything. If you want to do another 30, 35, like a
Okay, I'll put it down to 30 just to trim it down just a little bit. Let me
what
screen
would you
share. All right, friends, here's another sprint. Good luck. All right. Tweet, tweet.
I heard it.
Yay. How did we do?
We did good. I am currently sitting at 19 minutes done and edited, and I still have another 2 talking vlogs part and maybe like 5 or so videos left of B-roll to add in, and then we'll be done. So I'm towards the end of
Yay.
this long ass vlog, and I realized I just didn't film anything. Like I didn't vlog at all for like a whole 10 days or so at some point. And it was just like, I guess we'll fix it in post.
Yep. That's a future me problem.
Yeah, except future me is now me. So yeah,
Yeah.
fun.
Well, I'm excited to see it.
Yay.
I did well. I started writing this chapter, so I got 400-ish words.
Nice.
And this is the thing I love about draft 2 is that you find the perfect way to weave things in and foreshadow certain things. Like I have by accident created this moment that mirrors an earlier moment in someone's past.
Except it's not by accident, it's your subconscious. It's doing the work. She's
I
doing the
love
work.
it. I love it. It's so I just love when everything's coming together. This
I
is the
love
part
it.
of writing that's really fun.
And I think it's just that you do a lot more prep work than you realize until the point where you're just like, oh wait, it all falls together nicely like a puzzle piece, and it's because you were doing the work.
Yeah.
I love it.
I think I was. Ooh, so fun. Well, I think this will be our last question of the day, and then we will wrap up. But I thought it would be fun to talk about how do you hold on to story ideas while we're working on something else? How do we stop them from flying away?
Well, I personally have a like people say, a vault.
Yes.
Not of dick pics, but of stories. I have a Notion gallery page where I create a new post in it every single time I have like a new idea. And then sometimes I'll go back and fill in more bullet points when I'm feeling like, oh, this is linked to that idea, or I've been thinking about this idea and there's more things popping up in my head about it. And I just feel like that's the healthiest way that I deal with it. Unfortunately, I'll also have times where my brain goes like, just write a tiny bit, just a tiny bit.
Yes. What if you just took a little hit?
What if you wrote 1,500 words in this story and just left it at that?
And then you're doing NaNoWriMo
And then you don't know what happened. And next thing you know, you've written 30K. No, I'm joking. I haven't actually been fully writing in any of these projects, but I did have moments of like, sometimes there are scenes that may be in your head, or you're like, this is the perfect beginning for it, and I've got it now, where I think it is best to actually put pen to paper just so you've got it out, just so it's there, because you might lose it, and that's scary. I'd rather not lose it if it's there.
Yeah, I'm similar. I have a lot of dabble projects that just have like one brain dump in it, and that's it.
Yeah.
Where I've just written everything that I think about it so far. I have obviously put together mood boards for a lot of these.
Yes, I love that. I
Just
think
so I
that
can't
helps
hold it.
too. Yeah. I think the mood boarding is a way to be creative about it without actually cheating on your current project, because you're also not using your brain the same way that you do when you're drafting something. So if you're in the middle of drafting a different book and you don't want to be distracted by it, doing a mood board for something else is like, well, that's a different skill. So it's fine. Like it's not actually taking me away from it.
Yeah. And the last thing I've started doing, and I've started this intentionally, like in the last year or so, I got this idea totally from Lindsay Puckett, who talks about how she has like a box of note cards or a pile of note cards that just have little things that are interesting to her. And they're not necessarily like whole books in and of themselves, but they're like little plots or ideas or tropes that she finds interesting. And then she'll smash them together. And that's how she comes up with a whole book. And
I
so
like
I
that.
started a Notion document called Story Seeds, and whenever I come across something in media usually that I'm like, "Oh, that's
Mm.
interesting," like the Swan Princess song,
Yeah.
um, or just little ideas I have that don't really seem to belong in a book yet,
Yeah.
I put them in that document, and now I have a bullet list of, like, maybe 12 bullet points, um, and I think a lot of them actually are going to go into the court fantasy,
I
and
love
it's
that.
so fun to, like, go into my little I feel like I'm a crow going into my treasure chest and being like, "Ooh, I'm gonna use that, and I'm gonna use that, I'm gonna use that."
Love it. Yeah, because a lot of the time they fall into a story you might not realize, "Oh, this would work perfectly for that."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a lot of there are a few bullet points in there about necromancy and, like, being a death farrier, and, like, there's a couple things in
Yeah.
there that kinda work together, and then when I was thinking about what would the magic system be if not elemental magic, what would it be? And I had that kinda group of things
Yeah.
in the Story Seeds document, and I was like, "Whoa, okay, there's something there."
There's something there.
Yeah.
Oh, and I know we're talking a lot about visual things and writing down things, but I also keep a playlist on Spotify per book project.
Ah, yeah,
So for instance, I do have a playlist going on for Project Snowstorm, even though I haven't started writing it yet, which is why sometimes when I dive into it, I get ideas like while I'm walking around and I'm picturing scenes or something that can then
yeah.
go into a little bullet point or whatever into my vault.
Totally. Yeah, playlists are awesome because I feel like playlists more than anything else transport me back
Yeah.
into wherever my brain was wanting to write this book. It's
Yes.
very
It
transportative.
triggers the memories.
Yeah, so fun. Adam said, story ideas form gravitational orbits, so I will come back to them in varying cycles. And if my personal life isn't a depression inducing shambles, progress will be made in any given cycle. Yeah, it's okay to put things down and come back to them. And that's exactly what we're talking about today.
Yeah.
Um, I loved this Wendy's mythology idea. Humans killed the gods. They are eventually reborn, but humans have found a way to restrict them. The main characters have to fight both humans wanting more power and control and gods who want freedom and revenge,
Oh,
which sounds so high stakes. I love it.
enemies everywhere.
And this is so fun. Which book has a jeep haunted by a World War II soldier and a cursed medallion?
Wow.
The female main character is a witch who does not practice because of trauma in her past, but is, of course, at the center of destiny or whatever.
Or whatever.
Or
Love it.
whatever. Nina said, I abandoned my current project and outlined the new one. 90% of the time, I do actually end up going back to the original whip until the next one pops up. And that's just your process.
Yeah.
Charlie joined us. Hi, Charlie. For Katie, I always brain dump everything I know about the story into a Google Doc so I can get a feeling for what I know, and it can be super messy. And then if it has a strong aesthetic in my mind, I'll make a Pinterest board. As a treat, maybe I'll make a mood board. These methods keep the story out of my head, and while it may be tangled, if I ever want to return to it, I can. And I already have a document I can tinker and fiddle with. Hello, Edgar.
He knows it's dinner time.
Don't worry, Edgar. We'll get done soon.
Because we changed time, so now he's like
He's
waiting
like,
on the clock
hello.
for an hour
Dogs,
late.
dogs don't get time zones or daylight savings.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, the Scrivener document is what makes it feel real. So I don't make one
Yeah.
of those unless it is serious.
Yes.
Very
See,
fair.
I do something similar, but just with my Notion. So like every book has its own little space into that gallery. But then once I'm ready for it to be written, and Project Snowstorm is the only one like that has its own page out of the ideas, they get their own full blown like page into my writing system where I've got everything classified. So it's like, I mean, I can just show you
Oh
briefly.
yeah, please.
Uh, I think that helps just like Katie says to have, things come to life and become official and become like, okay, that is the next one I'm gonna write.
Yeah.
Um, I'll just do entire screen, whatever. That one. This is rules of survival. But basically, in my writing, I have book ideas, and that's like the gallery, and there's a bunch of things there. Like
Wow, look at that vault.
that was Project Alien, right?
Yeah.
And I was just writing like
Oh
things
my gosh, I
in a
love
notebook, and then
this.
ideas, and I was like, yeah, that's how I'm picturing it. It's just very basic shit. And then it gets its own actual page and goes into, well, rules of survival is here now in drafting, and then it's got all of its own, like world building and everything.
Oh, I love.
Yeah.
So fun.
So that's how it becomes official and becomes a real project.
What a beautiful vault. All right. Steek said, I make a note on my phone with the project title, and every idea I ever have goes in there as soon as it's thought. If I don't write it down, it'll leave my brain and never return.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have definitely lost a couple of story seeds because I didn't write it down immediately.
You have to. Even if you're waking up from a dream and you're like, that's a story seed right now, write it.
Yeah, I have literally had to sit down and be like, think, 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 think. And sometimes they don't come back.
Yeah. Yeah.
I usually write down everything I know about it in a Google Doc, any thoughts and ideas and what the inspiration was. I put it in the vault, and there it usually stays forever. Similar to Susan, jot any thoughts in the vault. Celebration Prestige, 1,500 words for the day and cross 10K.
Look at you and your retreat.
Excellent. This is awesome. Woot woot. Anne said, I have a document to keep track of all my projects and always make a playlist when inspiration sparks. Then I tell Nina about it, and she reminds me of all the projects I have.
And then you remind Nina of all the projects she has.
Yeah. As for the series, I have a running doc of ideas I have for the future couples, and I try to stay on top of that so when I go to write book 2, I have a lot to start with.
Yeah.
Nice work. Nice work. Okay, I think I got everybody's answers. Thank you, friends. BC took me by the throat when I came up with the idea, and I was just putting down what I have, and now look where I am.
Yeah, it happens, and then suddenly you're published. What the hell?
Yep. The iPhone note to publish book pipeline. It does happen.
It's an amazing pipeline.
All right, friends. I think that's where we'll wrap up for today. Any final thoughts from you, Malin? Anything coming up besides your video, hopefully?
My video, and that's about it. I need to also do my newsletter, which will come before the end of the month, but that's it. I don't really have anything else in the works at the moment. Sorry, I've been MIA from YouTube videos for a while.
That's okay. I'm also gonna be. It's gonna be a minute before I post another video. Probably. I've had to accept that it's just not happening.
It's just prioritize the things you truly want to prioritize, and
yeah.
YouTube comes second to writing for me, so I need to make sure I put that in the order that it should be.
Amen. Amen. Yeah, so I probably won't have another video anytime soon, but I am planning to stream Wednesday night, I believe. I think that's going to be my usual monthly evening stream. So
are you going to do more midday for me, early morning for you streams, or do you think at the moment with work it's a little bit too difficult?
I might. I'm pretty burnt out. But one stream this week feels doable. I literally have been just trying to sleep in until the moment I have to get.
Yeah. I think that.
But we'll see how it goes. I mean, I obviously too, I had the friction of I haven't looked at my document in 10 days.
Yeah.
And now that's not the case. Now I have gotten back into my project. I finished a chapter last night, started a new one today. So that feels nicer. So I basically make the decision the night before how I'm feeling. So I'm sorry, I will be non-committal.
That's fine. At least I get to see it in advance because it's like I have the morning to see that you've planned it if you do last minute.
I gotta keep everybody on their toes.
The Europeans will be there.
Europeans will be there. Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for joining. I hope you had fun. Thanks for sharing all of your project ideas and for brainstorming with us. It was really fun.
So fun. I love that topic. That was a great idea.
Oh, it was really fun. Yeah. All right. Well, it's going to be a cold close because we're on StreamYard, but otherwise we will see you somewhere else on the writing internet.
We ain't paying for it. Goodbye.
Bye. Bye.